Penn State's coming to Ohio Stadium on Saturday, and the Buckeyes don't have a giant hole in their offensive line this time, we think. Doug Lamery's, Tim Bielek, Bill Landis. We saw Penn State's defensive line against Michigan. Urban Meyer said they are an attacking defensive line. They don't read and react. They come and get you. Last year, Ohio State's offensive line killed them in the Penn State game. Tim, how much confidence should people have in Ohio State's offensive line for this game?
I think the confidence level's got to be higher, and I say that because of just the way Isiah Prince has improved. I mean, you look, I've been poring over the analytics things, the last couple of weeks and different things, researching all the stuff for, Buckeye Breakfast and things like that. Prince's analytic ratings, his ratings have gone up through the roof throughout the season. Really, the only game he struggled was against Oklahoma, who, by the way, has probably one of the best pass rushers in the country, in Albonia Okoronkwo, who's going to make everybody look bad. I mean, that was really the only game Prince has been bad, and since then he's been really good. I feel like, a year older, year maturity has really helped him. That left 3/5 of the offensive line, very good. I mean, Demetrius Knox sliding in. Urban Meyer says he has confidence in him. At right guard, he's going to play. With Isiah Prince improved, you got to feel a lot better about this offensive line than you were a year ago.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a huge problem last year. I don't know that we've ever seen a guy. Isiah Prince was terrible against Penn State and almost cost him, and basically was a major contributing factor in them losing. Urban Meyer has made the point, he made it again Monday, of why is JT Barrett better? Well, the quarterback is a product of everything around him, and the offensive line is certainly part of that. So I think the two questions still, I don't know if anybody has questions about Jamarco Jones, Michael Jordan, and Billy Price. So you're still thinking about Prince at right tackle, and then Demetrius Knox, who sounds like he's going to be the right guard. What is your faith level in Knox, and do you think the Prince issues are solved?
I think the Prince issues are mostly solved, yes. Knox is interesting because I think a lot of people hear his name and I think about the Clemson game last year when he went into the game for an injured Michael Jordan and looked, frankly, awful, and he said that. That was a case of a guy being completely overwhelmed by the moment, not expecting at all to play, first of all, and then finally getting in there against the best defensive line in the country, and his head was spinning. The ball was snapped, everyone was moving, and he's still down in the stance. That's not going to happen against Penn State. He's had now 3 weeks to settle in. He'll have 3 weeks by the time the game comes to settle in. They know they have a guy there who's not totally experienced. I think they'll game plan around that a little bit. So my confidence would be fairly decent, I guess, in Ohio State's offensive line. I'm not totally sold on Prince. I need to see it against a defensive line like this because, like Tim said, he wasn't great against Oklahoma, and I think they'll just kind of work around Knox. It's a little easier to hide a guard.
Doug, Tim, Bill, lots of great coverage coming all week at cleveland.com. We'll talk to you later.